guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Kyuujin, and today we are back again with you guys with Black Clover, episode 3.
Last episode, Yuno had a flashback to what happened to him and Asta when they were kids, 5 years old or so.
Yep.
And the day he stopped crying. We wondered what happened, and I was happy to finally see it, to see it straight away. Yuno went to deliver mail and he was attacked for his pendant. Someone wanted to steal it. Asta showed up, kicked the shit out, tried to kick the shit
Got the shit out of it beaten by this dude.
Yeah, but he never gave up.
Never.
And that inspired Yuno, and the both of them kind of made a promise that they were going to become rivals and
We're
fight.
gonna become the Wizard King together.
Yeah, they're gonna become strong, surpass one another constantly, so that one of them can be the Wizard King. Yuno and Asta want to do that to protect the weak, change the school, the church that they grew up at, make it better. Their intentions are good.
Yeah, they want to prove that even though that you came from a poor place, that you're a peasant,
An
orphan, you can become important and you can become someone.
The Wizard King. Yeah. So they both have their grimoires. We're gonna move forward, I guess. Magic school could be a thing. They're 15. They get to learn about their craft, and I'm excited to see where we go from there.
You're a wizard, Asta.
Yes, literally. So let's jump in this third episode and see what happens. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
In the meantime, let's go.
Oh.
Is that a prequel?
Back then?
Maybe this is now.
The thing behind him looks like what appeared behind Asta.
Yeah. Yeah, very much, right?
It's a demon. It fits.
Could Asta become like this thing?
No, this is the first one, okay.
I don't want Asta to become like a huge monster.
I don't know. Were these human before? That's so many questions. He was badass. That looks like the thing on his
You think it might be similar?
I said literally last episode. Jeez, that looks like his sword. Asta's sword. I literally said last episode I wanted to see a flashback of him.
That guy looks a lot like Yuno.
But he's got Asta's sword. They're all flashy. I think they're the knights.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna be that
Man squad. Okay.
Again, challenge accepted.
I love the Clover Kingdom. It's like the Mushroom Kingdom from Mario and Peach and Luigi.
Fucking hell. It's Rock Lee. And it's all old and stuff. It's been there for a long time.
It came from inside him. Gross! Masai!
He's got a lot of scars. Dude, you have. Yours is different, but it's still a magical power. Careful. So much easier to cut wood.
Do you think that would be straining physically on them or more mentally to use their powers like this?
It's not like he's physically doing anything, but he still seems tired.
But maybe it can take a toll on their bodies still.
He said he looks tired, so yeah.
Woohoo! Both of them never give up, never back down. If he wants to die, he can try.
He's got a grimoire.
He doesn't know that. Oh, okay, he knows.
It's normal for you to not be as strong. You're kids. You'll learn to become like that. But it's fine. That's all it takes.
He wants it, he can do it. Maybe.
どうせ落ちるくらいなら最初から受けない方があいつのためじゃないかと。
I think he's worried he's gonna take it hard. And
He's such a papa.
私
Or
は
sad.
ユノもアスタもいなくなると寂しいですよ。
she'll be fine that he doesn't ask her to marry him all the time.
やりたいことはやらせてあげたいんです。
You gotta let them go.
ユノはともかく明日は試験に落ちてすぐ帰ってくるかもしれんし。ユノはともかくあいつはすぐ
Stop saying that you know will be fine, but the other one comes back.
アスタが手に入れたあの本、あれは本当にグリモワールなんでしょうか。どうしてグリモワールがわからん。しかしあれは五つ葉のクローバー。
It could, okay. It's been heard of.
And I mean, the night knew about it, so yeah?
You know what it makes me think of? Rivalry-wise? Kageyama and Hinata too?
Ah, true. Like the taller one and the short one?
This scene is literally the same.
どっちが早かった？
ユノ兄の方がちょっとだけ早い。
ならば教会に入るまでが競争で。
That's cheating!
意外と大人げないよね。しかしユノ兄、これ何年分だよ。
He got so much wood.
はあ、そうだ。
He's built like fucking rock.
ユノ、
バカがバカなことやってんの。
バカなことってなんだ？
だってバカだろ。魔法騎士団の試
Is
験
it
だ。
because he's hurt whenever he sees other people put him down and he doesn't want to see it again? He feels like that's how he'll feel if he goes?
Maybe.
俺は魔法騎士団にだって入ってみせる。魔法帝にだってなれっこねえよ。
貧しい奴らは夢なんて見ちゃいけない。
Our dream is to change that, so...
最初から諦めんな。可能性は誰にだってあるわ。
Sure.
うっせえな。俺は夢を追い続ける。
Good.
貧しかろうが捨て子だろうが俺が証明してみせる。魔法騎士団に入って魔法帝に。
Oh, fuck! Yay! How can you not be inspired?
I mean,
The light!
I'm gonna become the Magic King too!
Well, if it inspires him to work hard and try, maybe.
出発する日だからな。派手に送り出してやる。神父。じゃあその目。ほぼユノのためだ。ユノの。
He's not coming back.
ユノは魔法騎士団に入れるかもしれないが、お前は神父。
Prove them
試験
wrong.
に落ちても恥ずかしがる必要はないぞ。え？誰も受かると思ってないか。励ましているのか、バカにしているの
Yeah,
か。
maybe a bit of both.
帰ってきていいんだ。この教会だ。
みんな家族。
Aww.
それユノにも言ってやれよ。
No.
You know they're coming back.
ユノは大丈夫。何が魔法帝になるんだから。だからその時は結婚してください。
Keep doing that,
食べ
please.
ましょう。いただきます。
元気でな。
ユノ兄、ちゃんと手紙書いてよ。
They're all convinced Asta's gonna come back.
早く帰
You'll
ってきてね。
regret not saying a proper goodbye.
アスタは
ナッシュ。
もし万が一
Very
お前が魔
huge
法騎
if.
士団に入れたら
Yes.
可能性を信じられる。
That's what he needs to
何だっ
hear.
てなれるって、いつか俺も魔法騎士団に。
Yes.
いや、
Nah.
なんだろうね。
But I'll do it, but nah.
行ってきます。待てユノ。
I like that.
ライバルだからって別に仲良くしてもいいんだぞ。おい、みんな行ってきます。
Like, there's no resentment when they do that to each other. I think it's just like, no, we're meant to be rivals, so I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to be your friend.
True.
But they're friends.
二人とも本当に大きくなったわね。
今日からここで働いてくれるシスターリリーだ。
Oh. His crush is really, really deep. He'll meet someone else his age and...
Never. She's his one true love.
そんなアスタの影響かしら。本当に強くなったわね。頑張ってね。
魔法帝に会えるかな。まずは魔法騎士団の試験に合格する。楽しみだな。アスタらしいな。ほら急ごうぜ。早く魔法帝にならなきゃな。魔法帝になって。
Oh. Jesus. On a wizard white
Sur
horse.
son destrier blanc.
さあ乗りな
Keep dreaming, man.
It is nice to have dreams.
気に乗れるの諦めなければ何でもできるほら急ぐぞオートに着くまでが特訓です
You move. They will run all the way.
まだだ
When you have a rival like that, there's no
Yeah.
fucking way you rest ever.
Never.
No wonder you became that strong.
まだだ
You gotta physically stop him.
Give me 5 minutes, man.
Yeah.
こっちだ
I know how that works. Come on.
いやこっちだおい待てよ
I wondered where his sword was. I guess I get my answer. They could become a good team.
邪魔すんな手を貸してやった
No, yeah, work together.
しゃ
That still counts as one.
Damn, where the fuck? How many continents do they have to cross?
They didn't say it was really far away.
They are determined. We'll give them that. This is what it takes. In Shonen, this is all you need. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours and take what's ours.
すっげえあそこに魔法艇が
Hope you're not too tired to climb.
やってみせるぜ今行くぞ俺は魔法艇になる
オートでは魔法騎士団入団試験が待っている入団を勝ち取らねばならないの
It's a
だ
fight. When
But I
the
mean,
winners get to...
only the best of the best can try to achieve the ninth position, you know? It's Clover.
俺とユノのグリモワールって全然
His
違う
is
な
light, yours is darkness.
厚さなどは所有者のセンスによって決定づけられるんだ。
俺とユノのグリモワール比べてみようぜ
いや
ひどいちょっと顔がいいからって最近調子になってんじゃねえか
A little handsome. Maybe we get to learn more about the world through
Okay.
those little
So
scenes.
grimoires' appearance or thickness depends on their users.
Their style.
Their style?
I'm guessing. So like what the more powerful the more powerful, the thickest, the more flashy, the biggest, or the most extravagant. His is like they called it a demon. Like the 5 leaves means demon, and his is all dark and filthy. Makes sense. His sword also looks pretty old and rusty. So I mean, it's been around for a long time. It's kind of like those two were locked up somewhere waiting for someone who could wield it. But it's old as shit. And considering the flashback we saw in the beginning of the episode with the first Wizard King sending a sword through the demon, the sword had the exact same shape as that one, as Asta's sword. I like the idea of maybe the sword, which is a part of the Wizard King, his power, mixed with the demon, and it's a mix of both. And now Asta could be the wielder of those two abilities, sort of. I mean, it's a mix of the Wizard King and the demon. It looks like that. It looks like that. Physically, the Wizard King has same like a hair color, like blonde hair color, which makes me think more of Asta than
Did he have blonde eye color? Or
he
is
was
it
blonde or yeah.
I think the current Wizard King is
blonde.
but the first one was dark. Like he really looked like a Yuno.
No, look.
Yeah.
Stop with the yeah. I'm telling you. That's blonde. That's not dark. That's blonde.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's not the light or something?
It's exactly because of the light that it looks dark, but it's not dark.
Just like blink.
And like in the drawings in the first episode, the last episode, it was blondish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
makes me think more like his hairstyle. I'm not saying that they're actually descendant. It's just a funny idea that I have.
It's always
So
a
I'm
funny
looking.
idea.
I'm looking for clues that they could be linked to that.
We're always looking for connection.
He looks like color-wise, he looks more like Asta. Style-wise, he looks more like Yuno.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. So I don't know. But feels like Asta's power came from that. Just the demon shape we saw behind him looked similar to the shape we saw behind the demon here. So I'm thinking it's linked directly to what happened there. Are those demons humans that turn dark? Were they born like this? Like, this is a question I have that is gonna stay in there till we get actual proof or answers. But what does that mean for us? That, like, is he human? Is he a demon in the shape of a human? Or is he a human who can access demonic powers?
Maybe. We all know the truth later in the series.
But, like, that's the thing. In this world, magic is everything and everyone has magic. He was the first one, like, no one had ever seen, at least in his little village, someone with no powers. And then he shows up. So, he's different. Is he not human? Maybe.
Maybe he's not human.
We'll see. And his power is literally, his ability is literally to nullify what humans can do.
That's interesting.
I'm thinking that there's definitely a connection and I want to see more. But motivation wise, he keeps saying he's got no magic. But I would be thinking the fact that you have a grimoire and you can pull out a sword out of it, like, that's magic enough, man.
That's magic. That's magic abilities. Yeah.
Yeah, you have an ability and it makes you capable of fighting magicians with their powers. I think this is, you're starting on the good note.
But if this demon is the skull that we see in the village, we know that Asta is training in the skull, right? The place that
he
he's
goes
trained.
he goes around and he trains, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a forest around, like the skull is fucking huge. Like, he's just, I think it's just because this is where the first Wizard King defeated the demon, so it's meaningful to train there. It's just for his motivation.
But because if it is true that maybe Asta's grimoire is like the demon essence, you know, the demon essence became a grimoire, and that's why you can pull out the sword from it, like, because they just
got impaled.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I said, it's definitely linked to what happened then. The fact that we saw it happen, and it's the whole, you know, mystery of how did he get his ability? How come he's so different?
Where did it come from?
Looks the same. That's probably not. Unless they don't know how to draw another type of sword, but I don't think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
But we will see, it's for later. In the meantime, so yeah, they have 9 knights, all, you know, of which belong to a certain category of knights. And from what we saw this episode, after you succeed at the entrance exam, you probably will be put in one of the categories where you'll train to, you know, become that type of knight. And if you manage to become strong enough, you'll be the one that graduates and you'll be the knight from that category and you'll protect the king.
And who knows, someday you might become the magic king.
Well, I'm guessing you have to be the knight first and then you graduate to king. But and Asta's not gonna be alone. Like, in the opening, there's definitely a bunch of kids with the same symbol. I do want to know more about those categories. We'll see. Like, they just got to the school, so I want to see more about that. How do they separate them? Is it power style? Is it, you know, if you're element style, darkness style? Like, is it linked to your power?
You know, I thought for a second that maybe this category, because we saw that the symbol looked like a demon's skull with horns and stuff. Yeah. So I thought maybe those are kids with really different type of magic, like really specialized. Like, they got demon, another one got another type. Afterward, I thought maybe these magic users are all demon type of magic.
It could just be weapon users.
Maybe.
Asta's thing is to pull out a sword out of his book and use that. So he's a physical type of magician. Whereas when you see Yuno, he's always, well, not always, but when you see him in the opening, he always uses his grimoire to, you know, pull out the magic and do stuff. By the way, my take on that, I think, is, they said in the first episode, like, oh, he can use magic without using his grimoire and stuff. I think the more you train, the easier it becomes for you to use magic and stuff. But when you have to use bigger spells or stronger magic, you take your grimoire and you pull out the power or the incantation from it. So if he can use that, it's because he's been training like crazy. Which, by the way, is, again, definitely because of Asta. It's the whole, I'm never giving up. When you have a rival who never fucking stops.
Never stops, yeah.
You can't stop either. Just the fact that he was training and he was like, oh, okay, I'm tired. Gotta go home. And he's like, he's probably still training. I should train more too.
All right. 1001, 1002, 1003.
Yeah, so no wonder he became strong. Like, if he never stops because he knows Asta's never gonna stop.
He needs to keep up.
Yeah. So the two of them are good for each other in that way.
Do you have a friend like this?
No, because my goal in life is not to be strong in something.
No, but do you have a friendly competition, for example, in school, like in French, English, math, science?
I had competitions. It was not healthy.
Not healthy?
No.
Not this one?
Not at school. Not at that school.
But you were glad that you beat her at English, right?
She spent 5 years of my life gloating over the fact that she was better than me at something. So then, yeah, in last year of high school, when I got that plate that said I was the best in my class at that specific thing, and she didn't get it, I was happy as shit. So it wasn't healthy.
All right.
For them, it's not that. It's still, right now it's healthy, so I'm loving it. It's making them... I didn't talk about Kageyama and Hinata until that scene we saw where they were like, oh, first one to the church and stuff. It's literally a scene from Haikyuu, and it's the type of rivalry that I'm like, yeah, I like that because it means you can also be friends. Although Yuno is acting like he's not friends with Asta. I think it's because he did say at last episode, or the one before that? No, last episode. Anyway,
yeah.
He did say like, I don't entertain I don't particularly entertain the idea of being friends with my rival. I'm like, okay, so it's just a cool thing where you're like, oh, I'm his rival, so I'm not meant to be his friend. But they spend time together, they are nice to one another.
They are best friends.
Yeah, it's just that to challenge each other, they have to play the role of the rival. But whenever it matters, they're there. And I saw a potential for teaming up. Asta breaking down some stuff, just pushing them away. Right now, the rivalry they have is making them, at least Asta, it's making him be like, I can do things. He wants to prove himself.
Yeah, they're a bit prideful right now.
Well, Yuno's the one that helped. But Asta I think it's because he has no magic, so he feels like he needs to prove he can do this.
But I mean, everybody thinks gonna come home.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
He needs to prove his place.
Yeah, and so if Yuno helps him do something, it's kind of proof that he can do it without magic. So right now, it's making him be like, oh, no, I don't need your help. But later on, when he gets accepted to the school and he's training to become a knight, I'm thinking, yeah, you guys don't see it as a challenge. Well, yes, push yourself, but see also the potential for teaming up. Become stronger together. Spider-Man 2. But yeah, right now, I mean, this episode was mostly just them walking.
Training montage, traveling montage.
A little bit. He's fucking beef. Like, he's jacked for a teenager.
He's training since he's like 5.
I know. I mean, it's good. But there's definitely a difference physically between him and Yuno.
Yeah. But it's a good thing because without it, I mean, he can pull out a sword from his grimoire. His sword can nullify magic from wizard, so that's good.
That's why I'm thinking Yuno needs to train.
Without his physical abilities, his physical strength, he practically got nothing.
That's why I'm like, Yuno should probably try to teach himself how to fight hand to hand too, because what happens if your magic can do shit, or what happens if someone like Asta shows up and nullifies your magic? Can you do that like with... We saw him do it with chains, but can he do that with powers? Like if you send a blast of wind towards him, can he cut it in half and just annul it?
We're probably gonna see it in the contest.
Yeah, but if he does that, then you with your power, you're gonna be in deep shit.
But I do like the fact that maybe there's potential for a team up between these two.
But that's the thing.
Asta's gonna be like close range combat, and Yuno's gonna be a long range combat.
That's when you have that. I mean, yes, because if he can't fight physically, because he hasn't trained that part of him, he's gonna need someone to do the heavy lifting while he stays away and sends blows from afar. Which, by the way, yes, I do think that using magic tires you out. He was sweating. It's not physical in the sense that you're not gonna grow muscles from using magic, but you will
It's taking
get
your
tired.
energy, so yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's a possible, challenge when you're fighting someone. Like, what if you're going against someone and it becomes a thing? It becomes a stamina thing. What if you just need to hang on and you get more tired and more tired? This is gonna be tough. So, hence the training. It's training to control, but it's also training maybe to pull out more magic, stronger magic, and go at it longer.
All right.
We're setting up a lot of
We got a good base. Nice.
little things here that we got a strong. I feel like we got a strong base. We're opening up the world. There's a lot to discover still. These first 3 episodes were all about them, so I want to meet more characters, and I want to see this exam.
Yeah.
I love tournaments.
You love
and stuff.
exam? Okay, cool.
No tournaments.
Scrollers.
I'm thinking this could be what they're gonna do, like a sort of tournament where the winners are the ones that are gonna graduate to the school, the
But
training
I mean,
school.
if all 15 years old who gets a grimoire can try to enter that contest to become a magic knight,
Yeah.
of course, all of them cannot go to the school.
Except if you're the bully from their hometown who faced a stronger opponent from the get-go and got scared.
Yeah, these two didn't have what it takes to become a magic knight.
But like, I get it. Like, if you're scared, you won't want to put yourself in a situation where you'll face people like that. But you go to this school to become stronger. You're not expected to be strong to begin with.
You know what it is? It's the fact that you got a dream of this idea that I'm become a magic knight, I'm going to be famous, but you got a wake-up call because the real world is not a fantasy. It is dangerous and you can get killed.
Well, I guess that's in their advantage then for Yuno and Asta, because they grew up like underdogs. People kept telling them they were not going to be able to do it. Well, not Yuno, but Asta at least. To be told over and over again that you can do it can sometimes depress you and convince you not to do anything. Kind of like that kid who was like, why have those dreams? Like, we can't do shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you start life with that mentality, it's easy to be down and stay down.
But I mean,
But it can also push you forward to prove them wrong.
I do think that a lot of adults or people in general might say that orphans, peasants, like people from from low backgrounds, cannot achieve nothing.
But when you've been
So
growing
when-
with the nobles and you think that everything has been given to you, you would think of yourself as this superior character, and you will see that as, obviously I'm gonna be a knight, obviously and stuff, but you're not used to the harshness of reality.
Yeah.
So when you've grown up like they have, and you had to train, you had to prove them, everyone wrong, you had to, start from scratch and make it through thick and thin, just to be where you are, you will be more used to the harshness.
But I mean, unless there's a physical law that prevents people from different social background to access like magical to become
No, it's a
in
tournament.
a higher rank,
It's
and
an exam.
everybody got the same chance. So it's on yourself to become that you got what it takes to become a magic knight, to become someone.
Like I said in episode 1, I expect this, since this world is run by magic, the stronger you are, the easier it would be for you to become rich, known, famous, stuff like that. So those that are poorer, those that live, away from the capital, like those who don't have this extravagant lifestyle, would probably be the ones with the weakest powers, or people who decided that this wasn't the life for them. So if you were born like Asta and Yuno, if you were, lived your life at a church, you're orphans, you don't have the blood to back you up, although we don't know yet, but if
you
you
don't
think-
have the
yeah.
legacy,
If you don't think you have that, people would maybe expect you to be weak. So you don't expect them to become knights. So that would make sense why they're like, obviously someone like you can make it. But it's also like, if you take all of the magic thing aside, it's also the idea that if you don't have rich parents, or if you don't have a rich family, if you don't have connections, there's no way you can make it in life. It is going to be more difficult. In reality, it is always more difficult when you start from nothing.
True.
But it doesn't mean you can't do it. That's why I
Also
love
true.
Asta's mentality here. Prove them wrong. Give, motivation to those kids that have nothing. Prove to them that you can do it so they can do it too.
It's gonna take time, it's gonna be hard, but if you keep going at it, you can achieve everything that you want.
Fast forward to episode
Usually.
Fast forward to last episode, where he's gonna do it. I don't know if the anime covers, I don't know if the manga's finished. I don't know if the anime covered the whole manga. I don't know if the end of Black Clover is the end of the story, but
I don't
still,
know.
he'll do it. He'll do it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next 2 episodes right away, they are on Patreon already. You can check them out. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, and if you don't want the next one will be on YouTube pretty soon. So we're gonna see you there.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.